may be constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
All clear over here.
Damn.
Here
Lost
we go. Bad.
Anything I can do? You just say the word. Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Watch your back. The Institute could be right behind you. Read the public and be prepared.
Snip, snip, and bam, you're beautiful.
Dr. Sun?
It's Dr. Soon.
Not interested.
Doc
Did I
Crocker.
come on too strong?
He said you'd be handling the post-op procedures.
Got too much dirt in that hair?
Mean
Get
I'm
it
going to be
trimmed.
cleaning
You
up
won't
all his
regret it.
lazy stitch work and
No
hatching
funny business.
infections due to careless incisions.
You need
Then
something,
yes.
Scabber?
Self-prescribed chems, as recommended.
This better
by
be an
me,
emergency.
myself, and I.
Hey, man. Got a lot of chems here if you need something to help you relax.
Looking for a job, if you got one.
Yeah, I got something. Looking for a mutated fern if you find any. I hear some grows out near Forest Grove Marsh. Natural radiation sucker. Be great for cooking rat X or rat away.
Sweeten the deal with some money, and I might be interested.
All right. How about 125 caps?
Mutated fern. Sounds good.
Cool.
in safety. No synths allowed at the surplus. Remember, I don't serve synths. Supplies are just for humans.
What kind of business you running here, anyway?
We buy and sell anything and everything. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. The robot takes care of customers at night. Only one I trust to do it. At least I know he's a machine.
Let's see what you have.
A bit of everything.
Myrna.
Everyone else may be closed, but Diamond City Surplus is open 24 hours a day.
Hey, you that trader? Up from Quincy? You sell any movement? That got me this itch.
Officer?
Hey, no shame in taking the occasional Ken. Solomon can hook you up.
Newcomer, huh? Talk to Abbott at the wall, if you want a history lesson.
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
About my reward.
I always gotta ruin the moment with money talk. Here, I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be. Waiting on you.
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. What else can you tell me?
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Anything else you remember?
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they They just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Who were the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries. No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
You think raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype anyway. The silent routine isn't getting us anywhere. You gonna talk?
Sure that's worth taking with us?
My wife was... murdered.
It's okay. You don't...
So, we're talking about... Anything else you...
Sure. There was a man...
So we're talking... Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son.
Good question. Well, that confirms...
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
Don't lie to me, Nick. You're one of them. They made you.
Yeah, I've heard it all before. You're a freak. You've got something to hide. Blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, people smart enough to build something like me are smart enough to cover their tracks, and arrogant enough to throw their unwanted trash into the Commonwealth to fend for itself.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
Oh, yeah. I heard their names, their home addresses, and where their diary keys are hidden.
All right, calm down. It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
It's Sean. It has to be. Somehow.
Don't jump the gun on me. You said you were looking for an infant, remember? That's over 9 years difference by my count. Look, maybe he has a son of his own. Maybe it's someone else's kid. Either way, they both vanished a while back. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
You've really gone through a lot, haven't you? Hope you and Nick find that monster. The Marty Bullfinch case. Marty was Nick's partner. Emphasis on the was. He must have been some kind of desperate to come to us for help after all this time.
You old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one, Shem Droud. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
You two be careful.
Hey, Valentine.
Come on. Kellogg's house ain't far. Didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has has no enemies. They're all dead. Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
Nick.
Follow me. Let's check out this house Kellogg left vacant. Hold your horses. That's one heck of a lock. Something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Won't be able to pick this. Nick.
We can't get through that door. No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
What are you shooting at?
Talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
Do you ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain air-headed blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
I'm trying to track down a man named Kellogg.
Interesting. That's the guy who bought the house in the abandoned West Stands. Had that kid.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway. Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load, or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press.
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in the West Stands.
Mr. Kellogg's residence? He left town a while ago. We foreclosed on the property and locked it up. If there was something belonging to the man that you have a claim on, you could ask the mayor to hear you out. No guarantees.
Hold up. Found you.
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in the West Stands.
Mr. Kellogg's residence? He left town a while ago. We foreclosed on the property. If there was something belonging...
I don't have time. I need that key now.
Hey, Geneva.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
I need to talk...
Mr. Kellogg's residence? If there was something belonging to the man that you have...
I don't have time. I need that key now.
Why is finding this key so important to you, honey?
Just trust me. It's important. You have my word.
You really thought that would work, didn't you?
Just trust me.
You really thought that would work, didn't you?
Just trust me. It's important. You have my word.
Well, you do have an honest face, and it's not like there's anything important in an abandoned house. I can't believe I'm doing this, but what the hell? Here you go, honey. Now, don't do anything in that place I wouldn't do.
No funny business around the mayor. Got it?
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honors.
Hey, Valentine.
Good work getting that key. Whenever you're ready. Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind.
I guess you've got your reasons, but that just looks like junk to me.
Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Nothing here. Did you check out that desk? Well, that's one way to hide a room. Look at this. All of a Merc's.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
Any suggestions, Nick?
What about dog meat? Commonwealth mutt like him can track a man's scent for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
All right. Let's get that bastard. This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high. Good to keep going? I don't sleep or eat or anything like that. But if you need to, you do it.
Hey.
There's something you need? Whatever you need.
Hey.
What's the plan?
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Get Kellogg, boy. Take me to that son of a bitch.
Hanging out with Valentine, huh? Good for you. Nikki's good people. How you know?
I trust you, and I don't say that lightly.
Kellogg's still out there. We've got to track him, boy. I'll need your nose to track Kellogg, boy.
She's right back here. Hurry!
First mistake!
That's it.
Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a second? Gotta run a diagnostic. Phew. Thanks. What'd I miss? Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would...
see the last one we tried to pull in with all the grenades?
I was out doing my rounds. What about him?
Well, Becca pulled him into the front of the store, and everything seemed fine, right? He must have got spooked or something. Because he suddenly starts throwing grenades everywhere.
What'd you guys do?
That's the thing. It turns out they weren't grenades at all. They were just rocks. He was making the sounds with his mouth. Pins being pulled, the whole 9 yards. That's fucking nuts.
Did you guys take him out?
Smarter than this.
San Francisco Sunlights.
Dog meat pick up the scent
Kellogg's
again?
preferred brand, all right. What do you think, boy? Enough to go on? We gotta stick together, pal. At least until we find Kellogg. I'll need your nose to track Kellogg, boy.